TP, look, they get it, how they live it. Yeah, they live it, how they get it. FUBU radio, keep it spinning. And if you like it, you should listen. But don't bite what they inventing unless you finna call for what percentage. Now you tripping off that vision. Treat this music like religion. I told you we don't stop. DJ Hershey, let it bang at the side. Want a music revolution? Yeah, you come to the right spot. Oh, you wanna bubble with the beat? This FUBU radio, Atlanta family. Truth hurts, Vassia to Cornelius, gon' call them up. Y'all been knowing this for a while. Quit playing like you don't know. Turn the volume up real loud. You gotta feel it when it's that dope. You know you rockin' with the best right now. This is FUBU radio, so don't you dare touch the dial. We slide.
What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Kiss Radio Show Live. It is Facebook Live time, y'all. I'm your boy, Core DJ Hershey.
Vassia Serrano, the voice.
And your boy, Cornelius George.
And this is Kiss Radio Show FUBU Radio Live edition of guess what?
Wednesday night, make it right.
Oh, that's what we call it? Okay, I like that. What's going on, everybody? I see y'all chiming in. Welcome to Kissonians. I see you. We love you. 678-894-0026. That's where y'all call in and enjoy the show. Today is Independent Music Live. Ha! See, that's how we do it. Hey, don't y'all already know? FUBU Radio. Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show.
Dope.
I know, that is dope. TP is one of the masters of the game.
At such a young age. Killing it.
Out there doing her thing. Welcome. Speaking of new music, guess what?
What?
We got some.
I'm ready.
We got quite a few. It's been a minute. But now we got some great music. So, you know what? This is how this works. We're going to play something. And based on everybody's comments and the emojis that they pop up, this is how all the music is based on if they keep on our playlist. So we want to continue that going on. We got to support the
independent artists.
There you go. And then we've got the front page with Vassia Serrano. And then we have
the Dunce Hat.
Cornelius George.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have some fun today. But guess what? Of course, I got the topic of the day.
All right.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Name something that you shouldn't do naked.
Wait a minute.
Can I answer right now?
No,
or we're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it.
Something that you can't do naked?
That you shouldn't do naked.
Yeah, something that you shouldn't do naked.
All right, I got some. I got a lot of things.
Well, you know,
It all
hashtag too
depends
far.
on what you're into.
Hey.
Can't wait to hear these answers. Y'all make sure y'all chime in. Because, you know, the chat room, as Core DJ Hershey calls it, is open on Facebook Live. And we're happy to see a couple of people there already hanging out. And you can chime in, let us know how you feel about the music, and definitely respond to the topic of the day. What are some things you should do?
Name something you shouldn't do.
Name something you should not do naked.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
I thought it would be fun. 678-894-0026. You can call in, join in, and chime in on this funivorous day we have in here.
I'm already naked in my mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
That voice just
It's
come
one
out
of those
like,
things you shouldn't do naked.
What, change your voice?
Be on camera.
Oh. Again,
Wait a minute.
On social
Hold on.
media.
Look, again, based on Cornelius,
Hold on, now. Depends what
Let's see
you're
where this
into.
gonna go.
Depends on what you're into.
Yeah, let me change that. And not maybe not on camera, but on social media. How about that? I'll switch it up a little bit.
Some people into
Because
that
you can
too.
be on camera, but private collection.
Private collection.
Private collection.
Okay. I was gonna say something there, but I think I'm gonna leave that alone.
I want to stay out of trouble.
Okay. Well, speaking of new music, we're gonna start off here. This is Paul Brown. What You Like? This is the Kiss Radio Show. Independent artist FUBU Radio. Music review.
Yeah.
What you think?
I know I'm cold. Am I interrupting your summertime? Give me 6 and I'ma give you the number 9. 209 status, color to 29. Know you ready for it, so I'ma give you my other line. Affiliated with millionaires and like-minded. I don't miss a boat. Sidetrack the blind side and catch me on the road. Doing the Floyd Mayweather in my front seat. Nobody doing the Mayweather. Stage set up, lights man, she stay dress up. 30 shots like Curry, I make the bay get up. Indiana, Alabama to California. My lyric burn at the stomach just like a hot soda. Everywhere I go, I see the same girl. Won't be a hot dish up in the cold world. Every other girl like, okay. Trying to do 100 in the slow lane. I ain't messing with none of y'all. Still raise it up and got 'em doing the waterfall. Side check, and I ain't even behind yet. Ready or not, throw it back. My A game is known to pin shit. Beat up your Xbox real good with the hit stick. Ride me till your tummy get turbulent. What's your first name? Cause your last name permanent. When you get the call, keep the play running. Do like Marshawn, don't say nothing. You ain't gotta ask, girl, you know me well. Know your boy down for the show and tell. Come on, roll around town with the head open. Chop block a bust a boy head open. Tell me what you like and you got it. Top of that, you ain't gotta say, don't stop it. 54 shot, 54 tip, 50 in the bag, another 50 in the whip. Do a trip, just to do a trip. Strap for a couple racks, make you do a flip. All up in the hole, you know who it is.
Uh-huh. That's Paul Brown, y'all. What you like? Tell me if you like it. Put happy faces, thumbs up, something on the screen. Let us know if you like that. That's Paul Brown. Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show live here on Facebook Live, FUBU Radio. Hey, it's almost time for that big game, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost time for that big game.
Man, who you going for?
Whoever's got the best food.
There we go. That's what really is.
That's who I like. Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show. Topic of the day. Name something you shouldn't do naked. My boy Jason, he out here killing it right now. Frying bacon? Yes.
I was going to say frying fish. Chicken, frying anything.
It don't matter. Wherever that grease pop,
In my line of work, you should never teach children while you naked.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yes.
I mean, you shouldn't. That is probably, if you thinking about teaching children and being naked together, you need to find a whole another occupation.
You know what, Cornelius?
Gotcha. Let's put it out there.
That is a immaculate idea. Don't want to see somebody on the news. Yes, educator Cornelius George educated his
I do
class.
not want to see that on the news. We're not even going to speak that into existence
I
at all.
don't even want to
Nope.
see that in my dreams.
Nope, that's right. Speak on that.
I'm gonna arrest myself in my own dreams.
But that is a bad idea to do that, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
do not
horrible
do that.
idea. It's a horrible idea. Anybody else got any ideas? 678-894-0026. You can call in, join in, and chime in and enjoy this wonderful topic we have.
You probably shouldn't serve your parents breakfast or any meal for that matter naked.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
That
would get, well,
Go to church and catch the Holy Ghost.
Lord says, "Come as you are."
wait. He said go to church and
And
catch the Holy
if
Ghost.
you catch the Holy Ghost while you're naked, I don't know, you know what I'm
So
saying?
you
What
can
the-
be naked, just don't catch the Holy Ghost.
I mean, the Holy Ghost dance while you're naked. That just seems like it's a problem there. You know what I'm saying? There's too much bouncing and shaking going on. And
Well, what if the church was full of scrippers and private dancers?
Okay.
I mean, it could be quite entertaining.
that gives a whole new meaning to throwing money on the pulpit.
Twerk on the pulpit.
We had a record-breaking Sunday. Tides were at an all-time high.
Bro, I'm telling you, somebody gonna be happy. It ain't like you can hide it when you're naked.
Can't hide it. You seen that Donald Lawrence song?
Which one?
Your gift look good on you.
I like that one. I like that one. You know what, Cornelius?
Yes.
It's about that time, sir, to introduce your
Yes.
favorite part of the day.
Man, I love this part here because most people, we spend a lot of time on social media. MySpace, Black Planet, Backpage, before they shook it down. Now it's time to get serious and get on the front page because we ain't riding in the back no more.
I just
My girl, Vassia Serrano.
never know what to expect. I just never, ever know.
Oh, what's going on out there?
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this. You know, everybody is still reeling over the loss of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna in that terrible helicopter accident that was reported on Sunday morning,
Yep.
Calabasas, New York. And of course, the lost lives. There were a total of 9 people that were on that flight, to include a husband, wife, and their child, another parent and their child, and a coach, of course, and the pilot. So there is a lot of pain being felt by this, and a lot of people are, you know, kind of, I guess, being inspired to speak up on how important it is to care about your family and your loved ones now. And T.I. is one of those people. Many people are talking about how greatly moved he was by the tragedy of Kobe and the loss of his daughter and the other people that passed in the accident. But he's saying that he wants to publicly apologize to his wife, Tiny, his daughters, Zanique and Deja, as well as his sons. And he sent a message out to them on social media, and I will read pieces of that. For his wife, he wanted to clear the air and said that, "I love you, Mrs. H. Imperfections, misunderstandings, and all, we've shared most of the happiest moments of our lives. I know I've had my moments, but despite all my shortcomings and transgressions, the fact remains. You give me 1,000 choices, and I choose you every time." To his daughters, again, Zanique and Deja, please forgive me for any and all imperfections that cause misunderstandings between us. Charge my mind, not my heart. You see, life may throw us curveballs and deal us some pretty bad hands at times, but rest assured, you'll never find yourself in a place too high or low for me to be there to catch you when you fall. I just can't let another second go by without letting you know while we're still here in this life together. You have all my love for all my life and after. And to his sons, Messiah, Domani, King, and Major, regardless of our discrepancies and misunderstandings, trust and believe I'll do any and everything to help you perfect your gifts. You'll never have to go at it and figure this, I'm going to use the word ish, out alone. Love you all so much. And of course, they have their youngest daughter, Eris, who is far too young to even read or know what's going on. He posted his favorite video of her and joked that, again, she's too young to read. But it was kind of a throwback clip of him calming her down. She was having a tantrum, and he started playing Purple Rain for her. And it was almost immediate. You know, baby already knows good music. But that is just one example of how people are being touched by the tragedy. I want to take the opportunity to mention those who also passed away, because a lot of people may not be familiar with their names, and some people may only be focusing on Kobe and Gianna for obvious reasons. But also lost was John Altobelli, a championship baseball coach at Orange Coast College. He was killed along with his wife Carrie and daughter Alyssa. Christina Mauser, Sarah Chester, Peyton Chester, and Ara Zobayan. Investigators they have yet to establish the cause of the crash, but they will examine the pilot's history, the conditions of the aircraft, and the weather conditions, among other things, during the investigation. And Mayor Eric Garcetti of Los Angeles said that when it comes to laying Kobe to rest, he will definitely make sure that there is an opportunity, because the city is ready to help he and his family however, whenever. So the plans are still being made regarding honoring the memory of those who have passed, to include, of course, Kobe Bryant. Yeah. All right, moving on to other sports news. I don't usually delve in this realm too much, but I got to get into this because this is historical. This is a historic year for the Super Bowl.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
Katie Sowers, 33 years old, is one of the coaches for San Francisco 49ers. And in an interview on Sunday, she mentioned that it's important because she is a woman who's an assistant coach, who's playing in the Super Bowl, but then that she's also the first to come out and say that she lives her life in a gay manner, that she is lesbian, and that has not been done. So it makes it history for several different reasons, but she's the first openly LGBT person to do so in the NFL championship game. Her quote, I think, is so very important. She says, there always has to be a first to make change, but the most important thing that I can continue to say is to make sure that I am not the last. So making the changes in the sport, being able to live as who you are, grow in your profession, excel. And speaking of excelling, she gives a lot of credit as far as her growth within her role at the NFL. She gives a lot of credit to head coach Kyle Shanahan, who she says he truly believes in diversity within the NFL and was happy to help me, which I am glad and so grateful for. He truly became a mentor, taught me in the culture, and really led me to where I am. And so, even though she's not the first woman to be in the NFL as a coach, she is the first to play in the national championship. The first in history was Jen Welter, who was hired in 2015 as a seasonal assistant to the Arizona Cardinals. And in 2016, Catherine Smith was the first full-time female coaching assistant in the NFL when the Bills hired her to be a special teams quality control coach. And so, history. Speaking of history, it's going down on Sunday.
Okay,
Sunday. Super Bowl, the 54th Super Bowl. San Francisco 49ers will play against the Kansas City Chiefs. The game will be televised on Fox and live stream on the Fox Sports app. Game starts around 6:30. Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida.
All right.
In case you didn't know, I'm very proud of this young lady and her comeback because she was really, really struggling with drugs, a drug addiction. Demi Lovato will be singing the Star Spangled Banner. Halftime shows Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. And if you ever wondered if your pockets were deep enough
Shakira.
to do a 30-second ad commercial on the Super Bowl, well, that's going to cost you $5.6 million.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's pocket change.
Let's do it.
30
we got it
second
next year.
commercial.
We're going to record that tonight.
Woo, y'all have fun in Hard Rock Stadium. I'm going to be loco, enjoying some libations,
30 seconds, we're going to be
some good
bucket
food.
naked in our commercial. Bucket
And
naked.
for 30 seconds? For
30 seconds.
$5.6 million?
Ash and all. Just ash and all.
That's crazy.
No lotion.
All right, and this last one is talking about educating friends. You ready?
Let's go.
You
I
got
don't
me
know if you guys
educated.
have heard about this. David Schwimmer, who played Ross on the very successful, is it a comedy?
Yeah.
Friends.
What?
Was Friends considered a comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Right?
it's a comedy, yeah.
So he played Ross on Friends, and recently he was being interviewed by The Guardian. And in the interview, his response to them asking him about the criticism that the show got because of an all-white cast, David Schwimmer's response was, "I was well aware of the lack of diversity, and I campaigned for years to have Ross date women of color. That was a very conscious push on my part." People started going off. Why? Because he also said maybe there should be an all black Friends or an all Asian Friends.
Oh!
People are going off because they were like, hello, Twitter. Do you need to be reminded that Living Single came out in 1993 and set the tone and the
Yep.
framework for Friends, which came out in 1994?
Yep.
That's
was-
an interesting concept.
Some fans actually consider it a ripoff.
It was.
They considered it a ripoff. It didn't get the same
Same
amount of
push,
attention
yeah.
that it did. Someone said, and this may be a rumor, I have not found this out to be true. Someone on Twitter mentioned that when Living Single was pitched, the actual name was Friends. So I don't know how true that is. I'm still doing some research to see if I can find that out, but that's what someone on Twitter did say.
Let's call Tifa.
Well, Queen Latifah did speak about how Living Single did inspire Friends, but here's who really spoke out. First, Roland Martin is one of the people from Twitter. He was like, can someone explain to David Schwimmer that Friends was, capital W, capital A, capital S, an all-white reboot of an all-black Living Single? And then Erica Alexander, who played Maxine Shaw on Living Single, reminded Schwimmer in her tweet, hey, David, are you seriously telling me you've never heard of Living Single? We invented the template. You're welcome, bro. That's what she posted. Well, also in that show was Kim Coles, who's a comedian, T.C. Carson, John Hinton, and Kim Fields. And recently, Kim Fields interviewed with Cameron Hall, and when asked if there was a possibility for a reboot, she said there has actually been a lot of talk, but everybody, thankfully, is so busy with their own projects. If they can figure it out, creator Yvette Lee Bowser might be down. But for right now, if you want to catch Living Single or you're not familiar with Living Single and its awesomeness, you can catch all 5 seasons on Hulu.
Yeah, so to all our listeners of other races, watch it and go, wow, I didn't know this show existed. Yeah, I mean, David Schwimmer, I mean,
Put your head up. What? Put your head up.
And just to
you
mention,
can't be mad at him.
by the way, I don't know. I'm
You
not
got to do
gonna say
your
you'll be
research,
mad, but this is just surprising that all these years they've never heard this. But he did at one point. They managed to have him date an Asian lady, and I'm sorry, yes, an Asian woman, and I knew there was an African American. I think Aisha Tyler was one of those women, but no one has been able to keep. She was on the thing about her role specifically is she was on several episodes where some of the other people that were brought through were just like for one time. There was no consistency and no diversity in their cast.
Well, when you live in a bubble like that cast, I mean, you're bound to be like, oh yeah, no, they should have did this and you didn't look for it.
When you live in a world of production, there's a lot of ideas that are passed around, and I get it, but I'm not gonna say there's no way, but I find it peculiar that
Somebody
they wouldn't
knew.
stumble across this
Yes.
conversation at some point.
It'd have been different if Living Single was like this really, really B-rated, no, C, D, E,
Top
F
running show for a
rated
while.
type of show, and nobody heard of.
See, the difference was Friends had 6 characters, and Living Single had 5.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Bam!
It's a big difference. They only
And they went to a coffee shop. They went to their apartment.
There were 6 characters in Living Single. There
There
is
was.
Regine,
Uh-huh.
Queen Latifah's character. Okay, Kim Coles,
Uh-huh.
Queen Latifah's character. Erica Alexander's character.
And the 2 guys.
Let me see, Regine. Sinclair. What was Max?
Max.
Queen Latifah's character and the
Okay.
2 guys.
And the 2 guys, okay.
Right.
See, but the other one, it was
Obi
balanced out.
and-
Say, my bad, it was 6.
Obi.
It was balanced out.
6. Yeah, it was 3 and 3.
Yeah, it was
Right.
balanced out.
Okay, yeah, that's the difference.
Difference.
No relation.
But it was
Different
great.
show. It's about like
It was a great show.
Still is. I watch Living Single like I watch Martin. Like it's brand new.
Yeah,
Man.
it's an awesome
And
show.
Girlfriends.
Yeah.
Also,
'Cause
Girlfriends.
there's
as
stuff
well.
that you'll look at and you like, well, when this came out, I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, it's an awesome
So,
show.
if there are any millennials listening and you're not aware, you got to check out Living Single and Girlfriends.
Yeah, watch our generation of shows. They're better than
Oh man.
watch our generation of shows.
Man.
Well, their generation of shows consist of
Reality
reality
TV.
show. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a whole different.
Their theme song is from Little John. I bet you won't hit them.
Here we go.
What?
Our reality show was the original reality show, The Real World. MTV's The Real World.
That was scripted,
Aren't they all?
partially.
To some degree? Okay. Well, that was my front page, y'all. You know.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'll hold you here.
You know, I like the front page. You know what I'm saying? T.I. story is very touching, man. You could really get that, you know. And
Yeah.
ended with Ross being educated. You know what, though? Maybe they should have had all Asian friends and all Indian friends.
So okay.
I wanted to just do a show with all, you know what I'm saying?
Is it just me, but why do we have to have a cultural version of everything? Like,
Because it is important for people to see themselves represented, period.
no. What I'm saying is, if we're trying to be all inclusive, be all inclusive on everything that's out. If there's an NBC show, now I can understand certain TV shows. Like you won't understand a black family unless you put a black family show together, because there are things that we would do and say that wouldn't be in a white family. They would do things differently. I get it. However, we have a black family household, but that is not our entire circle of friends. So it's not that all black people
That's right.
come in contact with us. We got multicultural, different ethnicities of friends. So it's like you
If you
include
do
that.
a black show with the white friends, it's the Gary Owens. Everybody has a friend that reminds you of Gary Owens. Everybody.
Yeah.
Gary Owens, in case people don't know.
The comedian who's
Yeah.
awesome, man. I
Hilarious.
love Gary Owens.
Now,
One of my
however,
favorites.
I will do a shout out to a lot of the networks right now. I've been seeing a lot of commercials, a lot of shows where they have mixed cultured
Mixed cultured
families,
families, yeah.
and
Loving that.
in the commercials and everything. So I applaud that. It's a real thing.
If you're going to do a black version of a show, where's the black version of 90210?
It's called South Central.
What would be the black version of Good Times?
The white version.
The white version of Good Times.
90210.
No, I don't think so. That would need to feature someone pulling their bootstraps up to go
That
into the
ain't
big
it.
time.
That ain't it.
Everybody's
It
already
was.
pulled
It
up.
was the Honey Boo Boo Show.
What was that theme song?
Honey Boo Boo
I
Show.
never watched that. What was
That's
the
a
theme
great
song?
topic.
Song sound
What
like?
is your black
Just
version of
looking
TV
out of
shows?
the window,
You know what? Maybe we'll do that on
watching
Sunday.
the asphalt grow.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Yes. It's all right. But guess what, y'all? We're going to get back into some more good music, and we're going to
Keeping
come
your
back
head
with the
above
topic of the
water.
day. This is more good music here.
Making your way
This
when
is
you can.
Burna Boy. Called Everybody. This is the Kiss Radio
Everybody.
Show. Let me know if you like it. Kiss Radio Show. We'll be back.
never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say fashi. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Jelly, jelly. I'm in the answer, then yes, sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I'm special. Anybody, we no want to surgery. Anybody, we no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. To bata fele, I can't something. You want your bed, you never walk. Should not because myself I never talk. I look you, they laugh, you go. I shall no say the time go come, mama, I no say the time go come. Money you no go fit the line, no more. Mama, life not on python. Whether you like or not, to buy ginger me a biscuit, go pass. So yeah, keep me jack on bow. Anybody, we no want to surgery. Anybody, we no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. To bata fele, I can't something. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Jelly. I'm in the answer, then yes, sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though I know say I'm special. Anybody, we no want to surgery. Anybody, we no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. To bata fele, I can't something.
You're listening to the all-new FUBU Radio, playing the hip-hop and R&B hits of today and yesterday.
Somebody told me that I should just run the other way. When I said you, name they said, you're just a heartbreaker. You're just a heartbreaker. Turn on the black lights. Fingerprints are everywhere. 'Cause when you touch me there, and when you kiss me there, whoa. She's just a kleptomaniac, stole my heart again. And I just don't know how to act when I know she's there. She's a kleptomaniac, kleptomaniac, stole my heart again. She's a kleptomaniac. She's no good, but so damn good to me. She's a klepto, she's a klepto. Yeah, she's no good, but so damn good for me. She's a kleptomaniac. Oh, she's a klepto, she's a klepto. Oh, she's no good, but so damn good for me. Yeah. She could have stolen a diamond ring, and it wouldn't mean a thing to me. And you don't even know the half. She left me in the dark, like an undeveloped photograph. Oh, she's just a kleptomaniac, stole my heart again. She stole it. And I just don't know how to act when I She's a klepto, she's a klepto. She's no good, but so damn good for me. She's a kleptomaniac. She's a klepto, she's a klepto. She's no good, so damn good for me. She's no good, but she's so good for me. She's no good, but she's so good for me. No, yeah. She's no good, but she's so good for me. Kleptomaniac, kleptomaniac. She's no good, but she's so good for me. But she's so good to me. She's no good, but she's so good for me. But she's so good, but she's so good. She's no good, but she's so good for me. Kleptomaniac, kleptomaniac for me. She's no good, but she's so good for me. Kleptomaniac, kleptomaniac. She's no good, but she's so good for me.
Life is crazy, it's hectic, but I still know the Lord won't forget me. I've been neglected, went through depression, but inside of all the pain there's a lesson, a hidden blessing to have faith and don't stress it. But how you do that when you keep getting tested? Well, the answer's already in your reflection. Don't let nobody ever change up your direction. I fell down, now I'm way up. They try to hold me back, but I'm prayed up. Oh, the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. Lost a lot on the way, but I found it. Look bad, but I never look down. That's why the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. Lost a lot on the way, but I found me. Look bad, but I never look down. I'm so good, so good. So good, so good. So good, so good. Look bad, but I never look down. That's why the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. I got lost on the way, but I found it. Look bad, but I never look down. Yeah. Look bad, but I never look down. I am alive, chasing millions, baby. I never lost sight of the vision, even when it got crazy. It was the struggle that made me the lonely nights where I cried, I tried to die, but didn't lose the fight. Yeah, yeah. I'm less stressed, more blessed, chase checks, break necks. Hell yes, I am that. I fell down, now I'm way up. They try to hold me back, but I'm prayed up. The struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. Lost a lot on the way, but I found it. It looked bad, but I never looked down. That's why the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. Lost a lot on the way, but I found it. Look bad, but I never looked down. So good, so good. So good, so good. So good, so good. Look bad, but I never looked down. That's why the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. I got lost on the way, but I found it. Look bad, but I never looked down. So good, so good. So good, so good. So good, so good. Look bad, but I never looked down. That's why the struggle been good to me now. I got it up off of the ground. I got lost on the way, but I found it. Look bad, but I never looked down.
You're listening to the all-new FUBU Radio, playing the hip-hop and R&B hits of today and yesterday.
Welcome back to the best independent music worldwide. It's the Kiss Radio Show live. Your music, your way. In 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for all things stupid from across the world. It's your homeboy Cornelius George with the Dunce Hat.
Hey, Dunce Hat. Here we go.
Hey.
First up, y'all remember Tamir Rice?
Yes.
All right, this one is kind of a crazy Dunce Hat.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you think about this for a minute.
Let's go.
A white cop who called Tamir Rice a thug,
I'm sorry, I just spit all over the
now says he identifies as black.
Okay.
Don't you think about that for a second? Just think about that for a second. Think about it for a second. He has literally said he has changed his race. He's transracial now.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to be black, I hope the blue light scared the hell out of you like every other black man.
Wow. That is deep.
If
wow.
you see a blue basement light, you get freaked out.
Come on, man.
Can we give him 2 dunce hats?
Oh man, you just
Oh,
We got a couple of
my
them.
gosh.
that is by far the dumbest thing I've heard. I don't know if that's the dumbest thing I've heard. Here's another dumb thing I've heard. Two women from Pittsburgh were arrested for fighting over a bag of shrimp.
What?
Yeah. One lady, they was in the lady's house. She was trying to sell her a bag of shrimp.
Now, was it the,
It must have been the jumbo shrimp, but somehow they got into an argument or something. The lady who was selling the shrimp said, "Nah, I ain't gonna sell it to you." Other like, "Yeah, you are." And she picked up a stick and started hitting the lady with the stick. The other lady tried to stab her with some scissors.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
it's a lot going on.
There's a lot going
I'm
on in
raising
that.
my hand on that one.
Were these prawns?
Are they hustling shrimp out of trunk of cars
Hey.
now? What?
That's what I want to know.
Well, look, if
Who's
you got
buying
it,
shrimp off the street?
if you got it packed nice, with the nice ice packs in the trunk, it could be a nice cooler.
Oh, you got the dry ice. You got the dry
He's
ice.
hustling shrimp in the street.
and keep your air conditioner on.
That is amazing to me.
If you hustle shrimp in the street, call us now at 678-940-0026.
I ain't pushing dope no more. I'm pushing shrimp.
Scrimps.
Wow.
Got them jumbo
I
scrimps.
got that iodine.
What?
What?
With the vein already pulled out. You ain't got to do them. I
got
done,
the vein. I
I
need
done
that vein.
butterfly these things.
I need that vein, though.
What?
Wait, is it peeled first? Did you peel it?
Dirty scrimps.
Dirty. Look at here. Look here.
I need peeled.
We washed them in peroxide.
Oh, wow.
We washed them in peroxide, so I know they clean.
But I need them prawns, Cornelius. I need the prawns.
I can't with you.
Telling you, that's by far one of the dumbest thing ever. But this one, these are some people, some really stupid people. And now there's a group of men. Y'all heard of TikTok, right?
Yes.
There's a group of men who are really stupid, for lack of better words.
Okay.
There are men on TikTok. We had before on the show, we had the jacuzzi for your testicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
The
was,
teabagger.
And we had.
I was hoping that for Christmas.
We've had glitterizing for the testicles.
That was her thing.
Sparkly blue
Our
balls.
Sparkly blue balls. Now,
You know what? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Ever since she reported that, I've been scared to wake up surprised. But go ahead. I'm
You
sorry.
got one of them nail paint brushes with you. So now you got something new you can try with them.
Uh-oh.
Because on TikTok, there's a group of TikTok users
Close your ears,
that
listen.
are dipping their testicles in soy sauce. There was a research article that was, by the way, fake, that says men's testicles has taste receptors.
So they were hoping that they would taste the soy sauce?
Yes. So you dip your testicles in soy sauce so your testicles you can see what they taste like. Like, can you really taste them?
Anybody who's interested in dipping their testicles in wasabi, please give us a call at 678. And I'm just joking. I am just joking.
I'm not joking.
Wasabi.
Because my thoughts is,
Sriracha.
Because I'm tight.
by the far chance that your testicles has taste receptors on there, there's a lot of other things that you might want to taste besides.
You be tasting your own sweaty balls.
No wonder she don't do that. No wonder she don't do that. What's wrong with you? I just taste salt all of a sudden. But think about it.
I get it now. I get it. I wouldn't do it neither.
If you're gonna dip your testicles in something,
Dip,
you
baby.
could dip it in liquor, a mixed drink. You could dip it in pineapple juice,
I guess. Pineapple juice, yes.
or for you, Hershey, you could dip it into a woman.
What?
If you're gonna take something
please,
through your
please
testicles,
be very specific.
If you're gonna take something, you might as well.
Well, yes, you know.
I couldn't wait till happy hour. Give me that Pilsner.
So, first of all, women would never have that kind of voice.
Oh, that just
Well,
something
that would
wrong.
be a guy. That wouldn't be doing that. That would have to be a guy.
Oh,
I can't believe you teabagging soy sauce. Some of y'all, there's something wrong with you.
But I love soy sauce. I love it.
Ranch goes good on everything.
Wow, that's real deep.
What's the name of the hot sauce?
That's what I said. Sriracha.
No, Texas Pete. I put that.
On
I put
everything.
that on. Texas Pete, your new commercial. Texas Pete, I put that
I
on.
put that on
Everything.
everything.
Whew. Could you imagine though if your testicles had taste receptors?
Man,
Oh man.
I taste it right now.
Blueberries.
You can taste when you need to take a shower.
Whew.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Man, I gotta go take a shower. I taste myself.
I've been playing ball a little too long.
Y'all, I gotta go home. I can taste myself.
Right. That's bad.
All right, the next one. The next one for people who need a dunce hat. There was a Tennessee man who was in court for having possession of marijuana.
Okay, that's
Okay.
normal.
Yes, it's normal.
Okay.
In the middle of the court proceedings, he decides to take out a joint and light it up in the middle of court.
Well, I mean, you're already in trouble for
He like,
it.
what evidence? You can't collect smoke.
I get high.
The judge was so mad he couldn't even give him a second charge. He just gave him contempt of court.
Or they couldn't give him a second charge.
Yeah, like, nah, we
He
ain't,
was
you know.
smoking in the courtroom.
He was smoking in the courtroom. I guess, he had that loud pack so he got the judge high. So everybody was, let's get the judge high.
No, what if the judge, he saw him start to light it up, right?
Yeah.
He's like, look, pass that on him. Just give it here.
I got a lot of court cases today. I need to. We got a few more, and then here's one of my favorites. The parking lot pooper of Boston
Yes.
has been arrested finally.
Oh, they got her.
Yes, she has been pooping in the parking lot since December or November.
What? Why?
Yes, just because. She waits around till it gets about empty and opens up her Lincoln MZX and holds it butt out the window. Out the door. And poops right there.
Is this happening at particular stores or just
And
anywhere?
she just-
Random?
She just, whenever the feeling hits her,
I really hate Walmart.
I think she needs to get that company that has that irritable bowel syndrome. Need to hire her as a spokesperson. Whenever the mood hits you, you gotta go take IRP.
It reacts
terrible.
instantly.
Yeah, quit making an ass of yourself. Take IRP.
Does she have a reason as to why she was being vindictive, bad customer service?
Nope,
Like, what-
nope. Just
Yo, I just want to ish on him, son.
that just
Like,
made her day.
Wait, what?
She wants to ish on him.
Yep.
Shoulders and all.
Defecating on your
The
microphone.
next story I want to tell you about it.
I was about to ask, is her name Lauren Hill?
She taking issues on people. Lord, y'all funny. Y'all,
Oh, she'll be dope in the rap video. She come out of nowhere. They itching on you, son. Too much.
listen up. The next one is from New Zealand.
Ooh,
Be careful what you say about people,
across the water.
especially educators. Be careful what you say about them. There's a New Zealand educator that was arrested for punching a student in the face.
I'm sorry.
The student said to the teacher,
Too soon.
your mustache makes you like a pedophile. But the mustache did make him look like a pedophile. It did. I looked at the mustache like, wow, he does look really weird.
He was
Why
right.
you mad because you said it? I mean, kids say stuff like that.
Why
Like
he
you like
hit him?
kids. He hit him.
He might have heard that too much.
He said the kid had been teasing him for a while.
No, he
He
probably
like-
heard that from other people.
Yeah, he done teased me for a couple of days, and he finally said, "You may hit you in this maid." And the teacher said, "Kid," and the teacher punched the kid in the face.
Oh my!
Got him.
Yeah, he said my mustache. How do you explain that? Your son said my mustache made me like a pedophile. Well, it do.
It
Yeah,
does.
just put your hands on the child.
Why you didn't go shave? I mean, come on. If it make you look like a pedophile, you could have shaved the mustache. You could have trimmed it up. If you see this
Yeah,
mustache,
or
you be
let
like,
it grow out.
you kind of do. Do you drive a white van? Because if you do, you need to sell it.
Oh man. Well,
Exhibit A.
It's like people ask you, do this shirt make me look fat? Well, you were fat before. So
It's not the shirt issue.
if your shirt is sticking to all your rolls, then.
wait. If he asked him, he said, "Well, did you die?"
I mean,
He's
it makes
right.
you, like you're a pedophile. Like, did you trim it up? Did you? You didn't look in the mirror and go,
You could take a
Was this
couple
a
of layers
skinny or a
off.
thick mustache?
it was a thick mustache, too.
Had to be
It
Tom
makes me
Selleck-ish.
look like a, like, oh, wow. You didn't even think to trim it up. No one else has ever told you, you look weird. Look pedophile-ish, Did you wear glasses, too? With the thick glasses?
That's
Ooh, I
messed
would hate
up.
to see your basement.
Poor kid.
No one wants to be accused of that. No one wants to be.
No. I want to tell you, somebody said that one time. Almost knocked it out.
Yeah, you. The only person who wouldn't get mad about something like that, R. Kelly.
No, he would ask. So, would that be from 2019 or 2010?
They asked R. Kelly, do you like young girls? Yes.
Or is that a doctor?
Or an answer could be, well, I'm a flirt.
No.
All right, the last one is a mean one.
I'm a perv.
He gets more than Dunce had. He gets we had a butthole or asshole award. He would get this. Ari Schaefer
Ari Schaefer.
gets it big. He has been on social media celebrating the death of Kobe Bryant.
Celebrating.
He has been
Come
quoted
on,
as saying,
man.
big ups to the person who forgot to fill the chopper. Who forgot to put gas in the chopper.
That is so ignorant.
He is one of them shock comics. And so he gets it done, Sam. Freedom of speech, you just have to know what to say, and real world consequences are going to
That's stupid.
hit you.
That is royally stupid.
He might get punched in the face.
Yeah.
He's gonna run across the right person.
I heard a reporter got fired because she was trying to bring out the scandal.
She got
Yeah,
suspended.
she got suspended from that's another need to be done, Sam, from the Washington Post.
Yeah.
Good job to her.
Well, she's back working now, and then she called him. I digress. I'm trying to stay away from those stories.
Man, please, you need to be smacked.
Not staying away from the story. That just come on.
The allegations were real. She didn't make it up. She's just reminding people, but now it's really not the
It's
opportunity.
irrelevant.
It's exactly at this point.
Why do you bring it up 23 years later? And you weren't
Exactly.
posting it every day before that.
It's like you're trying to minimize what happened. You know
Yeah.
what? We're not even going to go down this route. Anyway,
Give it to him right across
You give
the
it all
forehead.
to him that done said, Mr. Pedophile Educator, maybe you need to find a new profession or find a better barber.
a better barber might be an option.
If your barber is cutting your face and they say you like a pedophile when you leave the chair, you need to go find another barber.
You need to stop going to Supercuts. That's all I
What you
know how to
want?
do.
I want the number 13.
He's
What you
probably
want?
doing it to himself. That's the problem.
I want the pedophile look. Yeah, number
I
13.
bet you
heard
he
it's in.
dips in soy sauce.
Shout out to
Maybe,
the,
maybe that's what makes his mustache grow.
any man out there want to find out if your testicles has taste receptors. What kind of
Got
man
some
are you?
wasabi for you.
Yeah. Let me see if videotape it and send it in to
Right.
TikTok.
Yeah.
That is my does that. I'm telling you.
Oh, I can't take it. I can't. Thank you,
again.
Cornelius.
Once again.
Testicle taste receptors. Who was the person who did the research to say? I'm sorry, I can't let it go. I want to know who was the person who said, you know what? I believe my balls can taste stuff.
Like, wait. You taste that? My bad. I gotta go bathroom.
My question is, if that was true, who Well, I guess the guys from TikTok would. But who would spend their days
Who
dipping
tested.
themselves in
Yes.
different things just to taste it?
Who tested the theory?
You know what they need to go buy? That's who I know who bought Gwyneth Paltrow candles.
Yes. There you
Because
go.
if your testicle can taste, what does the shaft do? Smell?
I've got no words for it.
We done. We done.
I got no words for that.
All right. You know what? Back to some good music. We going back to this one.
All independent.
Yes. This is independent music here on the Kiss Radio Show live and Fubu Radio. I'm your boy Core DJ Hershey.
Vasir Serrano, the voice.
And your boy Cornelius George.
We'll be back. You just listened to the Dun Tap. We'll be back.
Yeah, don't slip and fall into the trap. No Atlanta rap. This is Darwinism. You go extinct if you can't adapt. We could go hand to hand or we can let the hammer clap. Choose your own ending like the Black Mirror Bandersnatch.
You out your veranda, catch you slipping like bananas in front of your girl Amanda from Guyana, and I used to jam her. Home court advantage, my MPC is my canvas. I flow liquid like I'm from Atlantis. Lights, camera.
God damn it. Na the bandits vanish. I'm famished. You amateurs all get ate up like salmon. A can of spam and the ham and the sandwich. Brandish my weapon and manage to damage with verses and stanzas. My grammar sets a standards on
It's
canvas.
the man we all know. Bobby speed it up. I return the ball slow, dripping from the feet on up to the torso. Teleport, no auto. On my own wave. Get a snorkel. Keep it jaw closed.
Also, you all flow awful. Forgo your chain for your leaking Bordeaux from the corn row. Gaping like a Colombian born foreign hoe on all fours doing.
What? You mentally gone, bro. That shit you on, yo. Please avoid from here on. Smoke, hair on, flow, gear on, coke, like we're on opioids. These Queens boys destroyed. Clear, done,
Return of the
diabolical duo.
kudos to my haters. I'm waving at you from
It's
Pluto.
the return of the undisputed numero uno.
I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. Return of
Trump
the.
music from the Jeeps to the Tudos.
You don't want no smoke. You pseudo rappers is
It's the return of the boom
Bat,
black hoodie.
back with the back.
And forth back on the bullet shoot.
Yo, Quam, come to think of it, my pen game is
Bob, I
insane.
hover over rappers, never in lanes. I've been flamed.
Same, Mac and 10 dames, this pimp game been
Going for the
ingrained.
wins, all in vain. Dispense pain, you've been
I was
man.
sick with the simile since you were sipping
I
Similac.
flip a track, spit a rap, consider crack. Yes, you
You'll
just
get
whack.
fried to a fricassee if we were spitting tip to
Don't play no
tap.
games, this ain't pity pat. I pity that your beast look like a kitty cat.
Give me that, the mic is mine. It's like the clash of the titans, lightning striking while I write this rhyme. We got the city back, it's right on time. I'll make you dash like a hyphen if you biking at a spike and
Yeah,
dime.
this kid thought his life was fine till they dropped the dime. Checked his timeline, saw his wife was mine. Piped it from behind. I'm never inclined to dine on that swine. Time to weed up till like the come rewind.
It's the return of the
Diabolical duo.
kudos to my haters. I'm waving at you from
It's
Pluto.
the return of the undisputed numero uno.
I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. Return of
Trump
the
music from the Jeeps to the Tudos.
you don't want no smoke. You pseudo rappers is
It's the
cool.
return of the boom
Bat,
black hoodie.
back with the back.
And forth back on the bullet shoot.
You're listening to the all-new Fubu Radio, playing the hip-hop and R&B hits of today and yesterday.
I know it's been a long day. Let me take off your shoes. Tonight we're switching roles, babe. Let me cater to you. I got plans for you. Here's what I wanna do. I wanna take my time, ease your mind, lay back and enjoy the ride. Oh. I can love you, baby. We got all night. What you feeling like, babe? I can please you. You know I do you right.
is lie to you, make you cry every other day. Whoa. How many times have you said I'll be down before I take him back? Yeah. But then you take him back again. You must like me. Why you keep putting up with this lame? Why you keep letting them play these games? I see a predicament and I ask myself why? Why you won't cut him off and forget him? Why won't you ever learn your lesson? Every time I look at your predicament, ask myself why? IJS, you so bad, shouldn't have to go through this. I guess I wouldn't feel this way if you and me never ever kissed. No, I know we said we would never bring that up. That was a mistake. Ooh, we're attracted to each other, but you must like pain. Why you keep putting up with this lame? Why you keep letting them play these games? I see a predicament and I ask myself why? Why you won't cut him off and forget him? Why won't you ever learn your lesson? Every time I look at your predicament, ask myself why? Could you imagine? Could you imagine a new life with me? New life. Just think about how happy you would be. So happy. I treat you way more than you were. You'll be all mine, baby. Could you imagine a new life with me? Can you imagine? Just think about how happy you would be. Happy you would be. I treat you way more than you were. For the life of me, I can't understand why. These games. I see a predicament and I ask myself why? Why you won't cut him off and forget him? Why won't you ever learn your lesson? Every time I look at your predicament, ask myself why?
Woo, I tell you, this is one of my favorite songs.
Love it. Hands on. Yes.
Y'all don't know. That's Lavelle C.
You know you sing when you point your finger in the air.
Oh, yeah. He asking you why. If y'all don't already know, look him up. Please cop that. So, y'all got to understand, this show on Facebook Live is powered by independent artists out there doing their thing. And just like Lavelle C, all the music you heard, independent.
Good music.
So this
Good
is
music.
This is
Quality.
how we get it. Whoa, wait, I gotta add some reverb. Whoa, yeah, see, there you go.
This
Welcome
is why
back.
I don't give him access to the buttons.
Why? Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show. Topic of the day. Ugh. We got a lot of people that's kind of curious, but at the same time mad at this topic. Mm-hmm. Name something you shouldn't do naked.
Carry a lit candle.
Why?
Wax.
If you into that though, if
Hot
you're into
wax.
it though, you're into it.
Hot wax.
I guess.
Cut grass.
Good one. Grocery shop.
Play with a weed whacker.
Play tennis.
Play tennis without a racket.
Jump rope.
Ooh.
Lift weights.
Climb a tree if you're a dude.
Do squats.
Don't climb a tree.
Do lunges.
Wait, what's the balance beam? Do the balance beam.
Balance
Oh,
beam.
ride a bicycle.
Horse. Ride a bicycle.
Ride a unicycle.
Wait, ride a bicycle and fall. You gotta be
No, just-
specific.
Just,
Downward facing dog.
played baseball.
Without a bat.
Jumping jacks.
Played football.
without a ball.
If anybody show up at the flag football game or practice, butt naked, talking about we finna play,
It ain't going down.
I'm telling you what, it better go down.
Show up to the swim meet.
It better go down. It better not be up.
So look, Kissonians, I see y'all chiming in. We're going to do some shout outs. I see Nelly. She just joined in. What's up? And congratulations. She just had a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Got that youngin' right there. The little Nelly Nell. Lonnie is in here cracking himself up. I'm going to tell you that. Our program director himself, DB, is chiming in. What's up, sir? Jason, we already talked. Roy, what up? What up? So y'all know what? Y'all can call in 678-894-0026. Y'all could join in time again with this topic of the day.
So many things.
What shouldn't you do naked? Name something. I don't care. Make it. I mean, it ain't gotta be like a real thing. Like,
Go next door and ask your neighbor for sugar.
all depends.
You can do that. It all depends
As
on
a
your
single
neighbor.
person and y'all attracted to each
It
other,
don't
you gotta
matter.
do it all day.
Might get a cup of sugar. Might be brown sugar.
Oh, you gonna get some sugar
You
milk.
might get, you might get something. Get a buckshot.
Brown sugar.
Don't go play in paintball.
Ooh, ooh.
Play at paint. You want a new thrill? Let's go play paintball butt naked.
That's a good one.
You can get
Deer hunting.
Indoor skydiving.
indoor skydiving.
Yeah, specifically indoor skydiving.
Oh, with the fan.
Skateboarding.
With the tube where everybody can see you.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, if you proud of what you got, then you know
Right.
you ain't gonna do that.
Spinning around in circles.
Yeah.
Well, see, no.
Beans and Franks just flying.
So we Beans and Franks. We're gonna be very specific. How about indoor skydiving at a double E?
What's a double E?
I'm just making it up. If D is big,
Or,
just imagine what
okay.
an E is.
Oh, if you got an E,
Oh,
cup,
there are.
they out there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just giving
the letters
you.
go out there.
So you can't just say skydive. So skydiving, you wear a double
That's
E bra.
funny though. That's funny. You all like this.
His
Can you
hands.
see it?
Cause you can't get your hand to move 'em out the way because they got your face covered.
You might knock yourself out. 678-894-0026. The number is on the screen. Y'all can call in and join in this wonderful topic of the day.
Repelling.
Repelling. Yep.
Yeah.
Repelling.
Repelling.
Go to court.
Done. No.
Oh,
Oh, rock climbing.
Yep. Up and
and
down.
fall.
Oh, what do you call it? Zip line?
Yeah.
That
Can't
would be
do that
funny.
naked.
Zip lining naked.
That would be funny. Because, I mean, you got the stirrups on, so everything would be secured. No?
Everything would be.
Yeah, because it goes.
The
like-
harness there now. You
Yeah.
see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
everything would be kind of.
the harness will
What's the
have
word?
its security.
What's the word I'm thinking of? It'd be enhanced.
Yeah. Nope.
Focal points.
Nope. Lead a solo.
That's a safe word.
Focal points.
Things you should not do naked. I would say drive a car, but I know
It don't
plenty,
matter.
plenty of people have done that.
Already.
They've driven cars naked.
So listen, y'all. On the side note, it's tax season. Y'all prepare yourself, please.
What do you mean by prepare yourself?
Well, you know, you got a lot of people that wait till the very last due date in order to put their taxes in.
That's the wrong thing.
That's
He's telling
why
people.
there's a due date.
He's telling people tax season. That's not what it's called in the African American community.
Oh,
What is
what's
it called?
It's called Black Christmas.
Never heard
Everything
that
your
before.
parents couldn't get you during the regular year, they gonna get you because they income tax coming back. They wait till my check come in because Black Christmas.
So you got your money back from
You got
Christmas.
your shoe, looking, you new car. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Black Christmas coming, baby.
Heard that before.
You never heard of Black Christmas?
So that's playback.
Black Christmas, man. That's wonderful.
Wow.
That is a skit.
You got shoes,
never heard
and
that
Black
before.
Christmas come around. Kids come to school end of January, February, sharp as a tack. Shoot, they done got it. What? My mama finna get this.
Out of layaway.
What? We got Black Christmas.
So there's Christmas, and then there's the stuff that they didn't get out of layaway.
Yeah, that's Black Christmas. Black Christmas. What?
I am anew. I did not know.
You
anything
never heard of
about
Black?
This.
Y'all
I
never.
have-
Y'all have not lived
You learn
until
something
you.
new every day.
This is new to me. I've never heard of this.
You never heard of Black Christmas?
No, you are the first. You told me.
Wow.
Now, the premise I do understand and I recognize, but I didn't know there was a name for it.
Yes. It's always been like that in the South.
That's
What you got?
hilarious.
Just wait till Black Christmas.
Wow.
I'm gonna be sure Black Christmas.
Ooh,
You got the new ones on? Black Christmas.
Mama, can I get PS4 after Christmas? Or whatever the newest PS is?
Yeah,
It's 6
you
now,
want,
ain't it?
Mama, I can't get this PS5 at the end of this year. Mama, I can't get that.
Sidebar.
Sidebar, PS5 at the end of this year.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Wait, is it Christmas?
Black Christmas.
Is it Christmas or Christmas?
However you want to say it.
Christmas.
Black Christmas.
CHRIMAH.
Well, I ain't got no money, Mama. Broke with holiday because February, you know what I'm saying? You done had that long drought.
So
The
look,
income check come back.
y'all make sure y'all prepare for Black Christmas, and we'll stop waiting till the last minute.
People who wait till last minute ain't got no money coming
I
back.
have a random confession
So
to
look,
make.
I mean, I'm sorry. With Black Christmas for me, I'm telling you, my birthday is on February 14th. I get my income tax every year way before my birthday.
Yeah, you get your Black Christmas.
I get my Black Christmas.
Christmas. See, most people who got money coming back, they file theirs early. If you owe, that's who filed at the last minute.
I mean, take care of it. Whatever.
Whatever, you ain't got no
You was about to say something?
Black Christmas.
Yeah, I said I had a confession. It's completely off topic,
Okay.
but I have increased my water intake, and so I have been drinking a lot of water. Well,
congratulations.
let me share. I've been drinking
Good
a
Lord.
lot of water, and so for
I
those
don't
of
know
you,
what's in that
That look
thing
like
there.
pee-pee.
the bags, I know, you're probably thinking.
You know what that remind me of?
I know.
Talking about pooper.
No.
No.
Remember?
In Living Color, David
Yeah.
Wayans.
Oh, yeah.
Those are that's infused water. Those are tea
Hold
bags with no,
me go
no
to the-
sugar, no preservatives. It's just herbs like lemon, ginger, orange. That one's lemon, ginger, orange. But nonetheless, I've been drinking a lot of water, and that's my primary drink. So I decided to have a little bit of this white grape pineapple.
Shout out to the bartender.
I am officially tipsy, and I barely had a quarter cup.
I'm still thinking about your gallon over there.
Yes, people have been
Hold
asking
on
me
for a
all day
minute.
what is in my
Let
water.
me go to the bathroom. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
you shouldn't show people that.
I'm showing everybody
Excuse
that.
me.
And some drinking water.
Let me go
okay?
to.
Those are infusion tea bags.
Pardon,
They come in
pardon the
different
bags.
flavors.
Oh, so there's a
It's
thing
got-
called infusion tea bags. Aren't all tea bags infused?
Well, that's
Isn't that the purpose of the tea bag, to put it
that's
in something
to
and let it?
infuse. This is for cold water.
But you didn't
Specifically?
officially title
Oh,
that.
so don't you have cold water tea?
I don't know if people
Sun
drink
tea.
tea. That's not cold.
It is. They put the tea bags in the water, put it outside, and let it
It's
do its
not
thing.
cold. Like
So if you put a tea bag in cold water, it ain't gonna do nothing.
it might be room temperature.
It ain't gonna turn the water.
Well, the whole thing with tea is that you're supposed to steep it for maximum flavor.
She used the
You-
school word.
You're supposed to steep.
Steep it for maximum
Steep.
flavor, and so
What is
that
steep?
would require heat.
What does steeping mean?
It would be,
Is it the dunking of the tea bag?
It's not soy
Ooh.
sauce. It's not for
I didn't know what
soy
steeping
sauce.
was, because that's the new word.
Come on, girl.
No,
Let me
steeping is when you let
get
the
this-
hot water and the steam get into the tea bag and release the flavor that is there, okay? And it has to be hot.
Come on, girl.
Hence the
Get
word
this
steam.
steam.
So, and it doesn't, and actually perfect tea is not steeped very long. It's like, I don't think any longer than 3
gotta
minutes.
change your
But nonetheless, you
terminology.
don't
Oh,
have
perfect
to
tea.
steep this tea.
Oh, you don't have to steep it.
No, and it's not actually considered tea. However, you don't have to steep it.
You don't have
put
to
it in
steep
cold
it.
water and it will infuse. It will work properly in cold water.
Come on, girl. You better steep this.
Ain't no steeping going on.
You gotta change your terminology, CG.
Okay,
I always
okay.
gotta change it to something else. Always.
I want to
No,
know what
it's
I
your
ain't-
terminology.
You said steeping. I didn't know what steeping was.
You had to use the technical term. Take this steep.
All I wanted to say was I got a good buzz because I've been drinking water straight for like 2 weeks.
You went hashtag
Straight
too far.
water, and because she's steeping the water.
She's steeping it. Now, if you just let it lay,
Anything.
you'd been all right.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody else.
These people.
Just saying.
Anyway,
Do you dip it in soy sauce?
Independent music at its absolute best. Great. How do people get their music to us? Independent artists.
Oh, it's easy.
They steep it.
Steep it in the email address of kissradioshow@gmail.com.
What type of music? I mean, any genre?
I mean, for me, yes. I want what's hot. We just heard some reggae.
It's hot, but it also must be edited.
Mm-hmm.
MP3 format.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to make sure your paperwork is done. Register your music. So important. If you don't register your music, how does anyone know it's playing?
So I think sometimes we got to be specific because we're still asking for MP3s only, and we still get the links. But that's okay because all I can say is that I can't play links. All right, radio show don't work like that. We need the actual MP3 edited and registered. Meaning,
take out the cuss words.
if I play the music and I Shazam it,
It should pop up.
it should pop up. You get your airplays, you get your points. Ugh,
It's not that hard. It's
Just saying.
in your favor.
it works for you, more so us. But we like to be first because all of this music that you've heard, we've been the first.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to tell you what, we're going to go there.
Let's go there.
I got a lot of joy out of some of our colleagues. Like, man, this that hot. That's that hot. Yeah, we know it's hot. Played it 2 years ago.
That is the funniest story
Or 6
ever.
months ago.
Right.
Yo, man, this that new.
Man, did you hear that new record from Tom Gett with Kobe? Yes. Vassir got it from the studio when it was finished. It was hot off the press. We've been playing it for 6 months.
Oh, that hot Kobe? Yes, she was actually part of our
Sure.
showcase.
Really, that's who that was.
That was back in October.
October.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
So maybe that's something that our artists can look forward to by sending music in.
Well, see,
Because we do a showcase. I mean,
Yes, we do a annual showcase, and you get the stage. All you do is plug, promote,
The
and
show.
perform.
That's right.
Hot music. We built a platform where it's not just you being played on this platform on air. We got annual shows. We get all the time suggestions of opening artists for events and stuff. So, if you're in the fold and you got hot music, of course, we're going to push you in. So, it's that easy.
Hey, let me
And you
phrase it
acquire
good.
new
If you have
fans.
great hot music,
Great.
great hot music, great. Not because your mama and them said so, but because it is actually making a movement where you are.
So do industry people listen to our show and come to the showcase?
Yep.
I'm so glad you asked. The answer to that question is yes. Would you care to elaborate?
Sipping tea.
Seeping on this tea over here.
Stipping on it. Steeping.
Goodness.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so how this works, everybody that's connected with us, they realize that we do have a nice plug. And we have people going overseas. We got people performing in next coming up concerts. All of that stuff simply because they watched our platform. And I have to do this. I am beating our chest just a little bit. Simply because this is what we built this platform for.
Independent artist.
And it's working.
First and foremost, independent artists.
We're the bridge. Be a part of it. We want you to.
Submit your music.
So, guess what? Oh, yeah. Looking at the calendar, we're pretty booked.
Looking at the calendar is about that.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to OMF this year.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be Hot Fubu Radio. We're going to be out there steaming, and we got some new things we're going to have fun with that. But anyway, speaking of hot music, I think we should play. You know what? Let's do this. Let's give them example of what type of artists give us their music. Ready?
Yes.
Let's think about maybe random. Yeah. Let's try Bobby V. I think you've heard of him.
Independent artist.
Independent artist. And he's asking about everything.
He's got a show here in
Kiss
Atlanta.
Radio.
Girl, you know I fuck with you and that's on everything. And I wanna believe everything you're telling me. I know you got a line up on the side. What you say you love me? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? 100,000. I know you're young and living, I don't wanna be selfish. I just want you to myself, I really can't help. Baby, ain't no secret. I know everyone you be with. When the check come, you leaving. Swear, gotta be a reason. How can something so right feel so wrong? What do I do? What do I do? Oh no. Walk it like you talk it. Say you love me, I won't force it. Girl, you're gorgeous, I just wanna know before I give my all. Girl, you know I fuck with you and that's on everything. And I wanna believe everything you're telling me. I know you got a line up on the side. What you say you love me? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? Yeah, yeah. When you on the scene, it feel like everybody watching. All up in your business, they be Instagram stalking. How do I know? How do I know? I be doing it too. Yeah, want a nigga to take you out, spend that money on the first night. Met you on the gram, flew you out on the first flight. Walk it like you talk it, say you love me, I won't force it. Girl, you're gorgeous, I just wanna know before I give my all. Girl, you know I fuck with you and that's on everything. And I wanna believe everything you're telling me. I know you got a line up on the side. What you say you love me? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? Do you tell that shit to everybody? Everybody, do you tell that shit to everybody? Yeah, yeah. Walk it like you talk it, say you love me, I won't force it. Girl, you're gorgeous. Do you tell that shit to everybody? Walk it like you talk it, say you love me, I won't force it. Girl, you're gorgeous. Do you tell that shit to everybody?
You're listening to the all-new FUBU Radio, playing the hip-hop and R&B hits of today and yesterday.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He's got juju eyeballs, he's one holy roller. He's got head down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. Here come old Shusha, he's got toe jam football, he's got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, and you know me. Well, one thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together, right now.
He back production. He got Walrus gumbo. He got on no sideboard. He won spinal cracker. He got feet down to below his knee. He'll hold you in his arms till you can feel his disease. Come together right now. Oh, he roller coaster. He got early warning. He got muddy water. He won mojo filter. He said 1 and 1 is 3.
Yes, 3.
He got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see.
Come together right now. Oh my God, the words in this song don't make no sense at all. Kinda like the world, it's a verbal reflection. Anesthetic pop up on your TV around 11 o'clock. News, give me what you got. Yeah, the block's hot. White House can kick rocks. World on fire. It's funny we get mad whether an athlete kneels or not, but put love on your mindset. I need all of America. Shoot me.
soul food, yeah, yeah. Who is that looking at my clique? Who is that staring at my bankroll? Counter, 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 we so lit. I'm feeling rich, you feeling rich, yeah, yeah. Up in the bank like a Konnichiwa. Bow your heads when you see us. Diamonds on my wrist like Konnichiwa. Bow your heads when you see us. I'm so lit. I'm with it, yeah, yeah. I'm with it, yeah, yeah. Come get it. Walk up in the bank like Konnichiwa. Bow your heads when you see us. Diamonds on my wrist like Konnichiwa. Bow your heads when you see us. I'm so lit. I'm with it, yeah, yeah. I'm with it, yeah, yeah. Come get it.
Yes, sir. Y'all so. That's Konnichiwa. Hey, y'all. By Kiara Norman. That's my favorite right there. Come get it. Konnichiwa. Ha! Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show. Here on FUBU Radio and iHeart. And Facebook Live. You can pop out. Konnichiwa. Yeah!
That's that lean with it, rock with it.
Yes.
You see?
exactly.
Yeah,
You
that's that
feel it.
lean with it, rock with it.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to the Kiss Radio Show, y'all. We having fun here. I'm with it. Cornelius,
Yes.
you know what?
Yes.
Once upon a time ago, there was a situation that we used to have that really brought my inner spirit and soul. Wait a minute. My inner spirit and soul.
Oh boy.
It just raised it to the surface. It rose it. I made up the word. I know it. Just follow me.
Roasted it.
I rose it to the surface.
Roasted.
And it took my inner spirit and then it enlightened me to become highlighted in my mindset in the crevices of my cerebrum.
Yes.
And it brought me to the higher ground.
Do you see what I deal with?
Would you have something to talk about?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The higher ground is a segment just so we can just really
The cerebrum.
focus on how to be better people, a better society, and a better community.
True that.
And we talk about real situations and real issues. So this past week, we've all heard about the death of Kobe Bryant. We've also seen from today's Dunce Hat, one of the comedians, Ari Schaefer. You heard the stories about the lady from the Washington Post. You heard about the issues with TMZ. And the high ground topic tonight is First Amendment, rights versus responsibility.
That's good.
That is nice.
That's
Because
good.
most time people talk about freedom of speech, but it's also freedom of the press, freedom to protest, freedom of religion. All that stuff falls up under the First Amendment. So your First Amendment right, you have the right to say what you want to say within reason. But is it a right or responsibility? And in being in the entertainment field, which is more important, your right to say it or the responsibility you have when you do those things? Because I said earlier today about the comedian Artie Schaefer, who made those nasty comments about Kobe Bryant, wishing, wanted to give a big shout out to the person who forgot to gas up the chopper. Well, the consequence of his freedom of speech is the comedy shows that he was doing have been canceled because the comedy club has been receiving death threats.
Wow.
His talent agency has recently dropped him from their roster.
Wow.
He has a right to say what he want to say. I can't
Absolutely.
fault him for saying the things he want to say.
Tasteless though.
But he has a responsibility
Yeah.
not to do those things. And he's a shock comic, and I know comedy, you try to find humor in where you can. But I think you have a responsibility to not do something. You get to know wisdom. And I don't think he operated in wisdom. So he made a retraction statement. Anytime you got to make a retraction statement about stuff like that, oh, it was just a joke. But you knew it wasn't a joke when you wrote it, when you said it, you knew you weren't joking then. And you know how people would say it, but you thought they were going to laugh at it. And you thought enough people were going to laugh at it, it wasn't going to be called a backlash. No, but it did. So now you're feeling it in your pocket. If you didn't learn anything from, what's the lady name who made the jokes about Trump?
Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, if you didn't learn anything from her, you should have. Freedom of speech versus responsibility.
I agree.
I want to know y'all thoughts on this.
Definitely, I think that when you have a platform such as The Reporter, such as this comedian, so many others, TMZ, you do have the opportunity to influence people, because that's what this platform provides you. When you're in the media, I know people, and it has always been a thing with the media, that you're rushing to get the first person to be the first person to break, or the first company to break the story, because that lends to you some type of reputation or accolades for being first to report. However, you have to have some type of consideration for those people who are affected by whatever it is you're going to talk about. I mean, when you're talking facts, that's something different. Facts are just that. However, in the case with TMZ, releasing information before the authorities approve them to do so, I think that's stepping over the boundaries. For the young woman who decided to bring up Kobe's past court hearing, for which he was not found guilty in a court of law, to bring that up at this particular time, it has no importance. The man has passed on. So for you to try to break, I guess, the talk of his legacy, he did build a legacy. That's facts. For you to try to demolish right now and be so insensitive to not just his family, but there is a condition that people are in right now worldwide regarding the loss of this individual. Now is not your time to try to make your mark, or be known or trend off such a tragedy, as well as with this comedian. Timing is everything, but appropriate information or appropriate a way to address things has to come front of mind. You have to be responsible in whatever you say, how you say it, and even when you say it. That was just strictly insensitive. It was careless. It was lacking in morality. And I am not bothered by what the consequences of what he said has.
Do you think
he's deserving?
Do you think our need as a society for social media viral videos have caused some of this? Because TMZ wanting to be first, or these other news journalism outlets want to be first, are trying to keep up with people and their cell phone who will post it and be irresponsible. Like, do we as a society, as individuals, have a responsibility too?
Yes.
Because you can say what you want to say on your own Facebook Live. People say it all the time. I can say what I want to say, but there's a consequence of those things. Somebody out there who knew he was on that, and when it went down, was there inside of that. The people who go and investigate,
the general circle,
they had to leak that to them. Right. They had to leak it to them. So do we have a responsibility to this thing?
Yes.
Or do we just want to be the first person to go, well, I did it first. Mine was here, and I got 5 million people watching my video because I was the first one on the scene?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. From my understanding, because I'm a people watcher. I watch shows, and ever since I started doing film and everything, I look at it from a producer aspect, from a writer aspect, and a content control aspect. So if you think about it, way before all these platforms came out, the social medias, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the you name it, the Snapchats and everything, the only media that we received is what we saw on TV. Now, even though some of those stories may have been skewed, there was still a process.
TV and newspapers.
Yes. For every reporter, for every broadcaster, they had to double check and review all of their content before they air it, because there were consequences if they put out bad information. But now, and I can only say it like this, when you have a novice that don't understand the process of this, they want to be, like you said, Cornelius, the first one that wants to put it out there. whether it's true or not, I was the first one. So when you have people that don't understand the responsibility of it all and the consequences that come behind it, they don't care. They're not looking at, because I said this, it may skew somebody's decision making to make them do something else, which may be a detriment to their life.
Now, I slightly disagree with just one aspect of that point.
So this is my opinion.
When it comes to them not knowing how effective their words may be, I think it's the fact that they do know the power or the platform that they hold, and they intentionally put those things out there because they know that it is going to affect people. Because I mean, the comedian, his point was, I have a platform to make people laugh. This is a great topic to talk on because it's a hot and trending topic right now. Let me make a joke about this. So his intention was to understand that he has an influence. Same thing with Reporter. Same thing with TMZ. So I think that people in their particular position, I'm not saying everybody, but in their particular positions, are very much aware of what their words could mean to so many people.
Well, these are the things you got to understand. Everybody's mindset is different. So responsibility and their platform is relative based on their general circle. Like, prime example, the whole comment with the reporter mentioning Kobe Bryant and the Lakers.
Yes.
Okay. Some people really heard what she said. Her response to it was, and some people feel that it was a cover-up. Now, if you start thinking about outside the box, this could be actually, and this is something that I thought about, this could be like a internal joke amongst friends that may have always been used.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? That based on habit and repetitiveness amongst your own people,
Circle.
It could have slipped out directly. Now, was it a bad comment? Yes. Was it inappropriate? Yes. Was it ill-timed? Yes. However, people's general circle is relative. So it's like it could have been so many things happen that just really just went left field. So when people think about what I'm about to say, in their mindset, there was no malice, there was no intent but to get it out. But then they don't really get it until they see the responses
They go,
from that.
Yeah.
Because they really didn't think about it until it's like, what did you just say? And it's like, oh, oops. You know, so that's the whole thing. You have to, as a reporter, as social media influence blogger, whatever, you really have to think about this. Because honestly, I think because of social media and certain behaviors in the Oval Office right now really spewed a lot of the stuff that we're the stuff that we're experiencing now, because now they're identifying with that person. If that person's the president and it's like, well, he says it's okay, so you know what? I can express myself and not be in trouble. If he can become president and feel like that, guess what?
Well, we know that's not true.
Well, I think people have always done that. I think you said you go by your people and you go by who you are.
Yeah.
Was it a wrong thing? Like the comedian, this is the statement he let out. And he said, his actual statement is, it's dark comedy and that I was just joking. Every time a beloved celebrity dies, I post some horrible-ish about them. I've been doing it for years now. I like destroying gods. And when a famous person dies, they're at their most worshipped.
So, again.
But that's who he is.
Yeah, but he picked the wrong person to talk about.
He picked the wrong person. And so now it's biting
person.
you because people will let you know when you go too far.
Now, again.
The consequences, okay, now you might still get booked, but the agency who was helping you get out there, you were getting your Netflix special, you were getting your Comedy Central specials. Now all those things there are gone because now the agency has to think about their bottom line.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be like, oh, you represent him. See, y'all been representing him for a long time. You know, he was this dark person, and there was a market in the industry for him.
Right.
People like that. So now that he done got went to more people, they're going to know.
Hashtag.
See, when you was in your quiet little corner, most people didn't deal with you,
Right.
wasn't looking for you.
That's it.
Now that people know who you are and the stuff you've been doing, they go, "Oh,
That's
you done said
it.
about the wrong person."
Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't even hear about this comedian until you said something about him because it was linked to Kobe.
Yeah.
So I had mentioned this to somebody else. I never met Kobe Bryant personally. I haven't, but I know friends and associates that have, and the energy that Kobe just transferred to them, and their experience and how they explained to me their experience meeting Kobe Bryant, it just transferred to everybody else, and I haven't heard nothing but good, positive things about Kobe Bryant. So now you got a well-known person, and you're trying to attach yourself to him by saying something bad. That's just the makeup of tragedy right there. It's just the makeup of stuff. Like, that's no different than the young lady that defaced the mural of
Nipsey Hussle.
Of Nipsey Hussle. That was the same thing.
Yeah.
You didn't know this dude, but you felt because it was a time that you wanted to get noticed, you thought this wouldn't be a backlash on you. What? Again, your mindset.
You have
people
the
mistake.
right, and people take freedom of speech the wrong way.
Way too far.
You don't have the right to say anything you want to.
Yeah, you do.
You really don't. You really don't.
Yeah, you do.
Can't make a valuable threat again. You can call the president out his name, but you can't say I'm gonna kill the president.
Right.
You
can say
can't
that
go
all
into a
day.
movie theater
No,
and
you
say
can't.
fire. I mean, you would go to jail for those things. Those are against the law.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Technically, you can. The question is should you?
No, you
No,
can't.
technically you can't. It's
You
against the
cannot.
law.
It's against the law. If you go in there and say fire in the movie theater,
Really?
it's against the law. You going to jail.
It's against
sorry.
the law to.
You going to jail.
No, I get it. How many times have we heard it?
Are we talking about the threats against the president? Or
All of them.
I've
many
never
times have
heard
we-
anyone
You
shoot
serious?
fire in a movie theater.
Nah.
I've heard it.
I've
I've
never
heard
heard
it.
one.
All the three that you had mentioned, I've
Yeah.
heard it. Like, you
The-
can't say bomb on the plane. Somebody will say that.
Yeah.
That's not illegal that you can't say bomb on the plane. It's not advised that you do. But it's
you can't
not
be on the
illegal.
plane
It's
and
not
say that. And
written.
be,
That's what
you
I'm
can't.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I
but
say bomb on the plane.
yeah, but
Not
you
say
can't.
bomb on the plane. You have to be on the plane and say
If you
bomb.
make those kind of statements on social media or
can't say
anything
that.
else, they will investigate you. We might
Yes.
not hear about the investigation, but the FBI, they are coming looking for you.
Yeah.
They coming looking for you. Even the threats to the president, if they think it's a threat to his life,
Yeah, they gonna
they're
investigate
going
you.
to look for you.
Yep.
You cannot say those things.
But people do. So the thing is that they can if they want to, and they will. Whether they think they in the wrong circle or whether they thought nobody heard me,
Yeah.
it won't become relevant to them until there's a consequence behind
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
there has
once
to be
the consequence happened, then all of a sudden it's like, I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know.
I was just like he said. I was just joking. No,
Exactly.
But you knew.
You knew.
your dark comedy joke would come across that way. You're an intelligent man. You do comedy.
And
You
it-
know what material
In addition
is going to do that.
to that, with him specifically, you said he had a Netflix deal that was in the works.
Yeah, he had a Comedy Central deal, and I think he had a Netflix
So
deal. in the
those types of organizations would know what type of comedy that he does.
Yeah.
For them to pull their deals back, they felt as though that was too far. That was too much.
Yeah, because it's connected to their bottom line.
Their bottom line is that check.
So you got to think
Welcome to
about
Hollywood.
whether I have one person following me, or 1 million people follow me, or just 0.5 persons follow me. That's still a platform. Now, I could be the lowest followed person in here, and we're going back to that movie that we saw on Netflix, based on popularity and followers and everything. It's if I have, let's say, 10 people, right? And I said something off the wall. Cornelius heard it. But Cornelius got 1.5 million people following him. Even if he agreed with them, or if I'm in the same room and I say it with him, if they watching him, they watching me. So it's
That's
still,
happened this week. It was a lady, a black lady made the comment about Kobe. She made a negative comment about Kobe, about Kobe's wife. Like Kobe's left and left all that money to not the Mexican people.
Wow.
She didn't have many followers, but one of her people who follow her screenshotted her comment
See?
and reposted it.
My
And so
boy-
now she went viral for the wrong reason, and now she has shut down her Facebook
Yes,
page.
because there's people
Because
after
people are like,
this.
oh, you said this. And so now people who see you with your job, and you go, this is the comments you're making.
Yeah.
You have freedom of speech to say that. But you have a responsibility. And my grandma had something, the age-old wisdom. If you can't say something nice, then don't say nothing at all. Especially with tragedies happen. Do not say, just keep it to yourself. Write it on a sheet of paper, ball it in the trash.
Whatever.
There have been several posts that I wanted to make that I have written out. Then I go, nah, let me delete this before I hit send. Because I always think about the backlash of this. Something I post like, well, I don't care about the backlash. This right here is very controversial. Now the backlash is that.
Great. So it comes with a consequence. So if you feel that you want to say it, you have to be willing to accept the responses from it as well.
That's right.
And that's just the bottom line of the whole situation. So if you don't want to experience that, I suggest you get a editor and have them go through, get your team. Get your internal team. This is a non-disclosure. I think I'm going to test this on stage. What do you think? But have these people that are very candid and honest with you. And I mean honest to
Run
tell
it by
you
your
right.
Kerry Washington first.
Exactly. So the responsibility, it should be there. The fact is that now most people's platform, they can say whatever's on the top of their head, and it has no consequences.
People are so desensitized.
Until that consequence happens,
Yep.
that's when everything.
How many educators I know read stories about have lost their job because of a comment they made.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then somebody saw it and it goes, oh, this is the kind of people you have working there. And like the lady about the Nakers comment, people went after her job. We're not, people are going after your job.
Oh,
Exactly.
yes.
And then she might just slipped up and okay, well, it didn't. And when I heard it, the video I saw it from, they had put it on there, reporter says this. So you're already mentally looking and listening to hear the word. Even if it's not there, you're listening for that. Oh, that's where it is right there. And you go, okay, you've already set me up to believe that this is what I'm listening for, so I'm going into it listening for that.
Yep.
I'm going into it listening for this comment. It's leading. It's misleading.
Again, the thing is, it's like a lot of people don't take the time to really think on how it can affect anybody until the response is contrary to what you thought was going to happen.
Yep.
Joke's on you.
Hey, we have to be, as a society, we have to be mindful of the things we say.
All the time.
You have to be mindful. And if you have a platform with people of any influence,
You gotta be
you have to be
responsible.
mindful of your responsibility. Rights and responsibility is a big difference.
That's right.
A lot of people and our ancestors fought for you to have those rights. But you need to exercise the responsibility.
They didn't fight for the right for you to disrespect somebody.
No, they didn't. No. No, the right for the First Amendment, the right to protest,
Correct.
petition.
Well-
they fought for those rights.
Well,
Freedom of religion, all those rights that people are fighting for. You give some responsibility.
Well, the people have the audacity to kind of retitle that this is my truth, or I'm just keeping it real, or I'm loyal to a fault, or they'll always retitle it to kind of cover up the underlying meaning of what they're really trying to say.
Yeah.
And again, those statements come back usually when there's a backlash of the response from the original statement.
Retractions.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, Cornelius, thank you.
Yes.
That was
Higher ground.
Higher ground.
I missed that.
Me too.
Just saying, we educated. We got real feelings up in here. Hold on.
Almost at the end of the show.
That's all right. Welcome to the Kiss Radio Show. Who is this?
It's Jason Carter.
Hey, what's up, partner?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir?
Just calling in.
Okay.
Calling in, shout you out. I think y'all doing. Salute, keep going. Your topic is wild. Things you shouldn't take it. That's a long list of things you probably shouldn't make.
I know, right? Start with
Long list of things you probably should do next. Wash the car. It's just some things you just shouldn't do. Cut grass. Things you shouldn't do. But teacher conference, that would be strange.
It'll be strange. All depends how you built.
I can come up with it.
How you built determines if your kid pass or not.
How about?
I'm just saying, I don't really have no inhibitions about being buddy, but I don't think everybody gonna own that.
Yeah. What about a presidential debate?
Oh.
All depends who it is.
Yeah. Who you want to see next? You said depending on who it is. That's how you got. Who would you like to see do that next?
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody running now.
Nobody.
Well, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, brother.
No doubt. Salute. Y'all keep doing your thing. I'm going to come round the shop.
All right, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, for sure.
Later. That's one of my radio brethren right there. Shout out to Jason. Thank you, Tony. Well, that's the show, y'all.
Oh.
Here's the show. For y'all that don't know, we do this every Wednesday live. I'm going to put it out there. It may not be a show Sunday. I don't know. Because, it's the big game.
The big game.
But we're going to see, though. We're going to see. It's going to be kind of hard watching the game. And
Kind of hard.
what's the scope? Pass me a bright.
Silliness.
All right, in closing, Vassir Serrano.
You can catch me on social media, VASSIER_SERRANO, and join me right here on Facebook Live Wednesday, February 12th, as I am taking over for the lovers. Old school, a little bit of new school, but we gonna take you on an emotional roller coaster for you lovers.
Oh, shoot.
Pre-Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna have some giveaways. One for the ladies and one for the men.
Is that what came in the box?
That's what came in the box.
Got to go looking for that.
Testicle jacuzzi.
There will not be any testicle dip.
Glitterized.
Do you tell that to everybody?
Yes.
You know what? We should do another skit and have everybody's independent music and have like a conversation just saying song titles.
All right, that's next week.
Cornelius.
Yes, you can find me on social media as Cornelius George, or you can go to the website, which is jcorneliusgeorge.com. Make sure you follow me. We are doing some amazing things. Kids Radio Show, individually doing some amazing things. Make sure you hit us up in the DM for the hoodies.
Oh, yes.
They hot, man.
They live.
For the hoodies.
We got some people asking for them, so guess what? They're going to be on the website soon, so you'll be able to purchase them. But the madness is great. Me, myself, you can follow me. I am Core DJ Hershey. That's I am CORE DJ Hershey on all platforms here, especially on Kids Radio Show, FUBU Radio. You can see me everywhere else, Magic 107.5. But you know what? Kids Radio Show, this is my baby. This is my home. These are my people. I love y'all. So y'all make sure y'all stay with this Kids Radio Show. And you know what? Tell a friend. Let them know what we hear, especially if you get independent artists that got that music that we need to hear. But tell a friend about the Kids Radio Show, because guess what? We going to be here. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night and be safe out there. Peace.
TP, look, they get it, how they live it. Yeah, they live it, how they get it. FUBU Radio, keep it spinning. Now, if you like it, you should listen. But don't write what they inventing unless you finna call for what percentage. Now you tripping off that vision. Treat this music like religion. I told you we don't Hershey, let it bang at the side. Want a music revolution, yeah, you come to the right spot. Oh, you wanna bubble with the beat? This FUBU Radio, Atlanta family. Truth hurts, Vassia to Cornelius, gon' call them up. Y'all been knowing this for a while.